Barely a month after President Bola Tinubu forwarded a budget size of 1.43 trillion naira for Rivers State to the National Assembly, the sole administrator, Ibok Ibas, was at the Senate to defend the details of the state's expenditure. What Ibas presented was, however, 365 billion naira higher than the total expenditure sent by Tinubu in May, jacking the figures to 1.848 trillion naira.
After receipt of the additional information on the first quarter expenditure, the reviewed projected expenditure for 2025 is 1.846 trillion naira.
Ibas said the upward review was as a result of increased revenue inflow, which stood at 415 billion naira as of May, away from a projected figure of 383 billion naira. He explained that the revised version contains new items that were not captured at the time the budget was sent to the president. According to him, some state officials simply refused to provide him vital information.
However, the budget proposal presents an integrated framework to strengthen revenue mobilization, accelerate infrastructure delivery, enhance human capital, and promote inclusive economic growth.
The budget clearly emphasizes the return of all the suspended elected officials of the state with budgetary allocations to cover their spendings. In his remark, Chairman of the Senate Committee, Opeyemi Bamidele, confirms the hike, explaining that it is to drive massive infrastructure development in the state, as well as pay pension arrears.
They had increased it by some 15% or so, based on project.
A look at the 2025 budget proposal for Rivers State shows that almost 70% of the total size of 1.846 trillion naira that is now being pushed for Senate approval is earmarked for capital spending.
Our committee also notes with satisfaction the fact that over 70% of this budget, as proposed, is going into capital expenditure.
The Senate is expected to continue with its deliberations on the revised 2025 budget proposal for Rivers State, placed before them by the sole administrator in charge of the state. Omo Bazwai, Arise News.
This is always expected in the Nigerian system of government, and there have been cases in the past where budget were padded, and this is a sad reality, and it's taking over fairness and equity in the preparation of budget in the Nigerian state. I feel the sole administrator of River State is dancing to the tune of those who gave him that office in the first place, and for this River State will never truly get the dividend of democracy they initially voted for, and this is very disheartening. Don't forget to hit the like, comment and subscribe button to stay updated on our latest news update. See you guys soon. Thanks for watching.